So this is, I think, a year and a half in the making. Started off with an Arts of Scotia grant. And so the work is about racist phrases and sayings, and I like to narrate them. It kind of took a life on its own after a while. I started off with the masks, and I know people are wondering about the masks, and the masks symbolize not being able to speak, so having to be silent. I know it was, so short after COVID, but it has nothing to do with COVID. Yeah, so it's just about, not being able to speak, or keep your mouth shut, don't say anything, and you won't get hurt. You can take it those two ways. After a while, I kind of didn't really require the masks anymore, because not only did the style change a bit, well, the style changed a bit from the paintings, because it was a year and a half. So in that time, my style does change, and my thought process does change. But one thing you'll notice is that there is a definite color palette to this. It's very specific, and trust me, I will never do it again. It's for those art aficionados, it's called the Zorn palette. And it's a very limited palette of, a particular black, and yes, it has to be a particular black, red, white, and yellow ochre. Plus I cheated and used Payne's gray. Which is why you have this kind of red look throughout it, which works for me, and I think works for the paintings. I am looking forward to moving on. This work is exhausting because it surrounds you all the time, and then to have to go home and still think about it. For example, my poor daughter Sophie looks at a noose hanging on my bookshelf every day, and I think it's got to go. I'm kind of tired of it. And no, I do not own a Confederate flag. That was just from my head, so that will never be in my house. But I'd like to say I enjoyed creating this. I did, but it was exhausting, and it does cause you some bitterness, which you have to try and walk away from.